This week, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis filed a motion in court to go ahead and get the judge to approve a speedy trial for all 19 of the co-defendants that she recently charged, which, by the way, happens to include Donald Trump. Now, she filed this motion, of course, after last week a judge granted a motion from Kenneth Chesbro, one of Donald Trump's indicted lawyers, for a speedy trial and said, great, you want a speedy trial? October 23rd, there you go. At the end of that week, Sidney Powell filed a motion for a speedy trial, so she's also likely going to be tried this year. And Fani Willis just said, I guess, screw it. Y'all want speedy trials? How about I ask the judge to give everybody a speedy trial, right? How about that? Doesn't that sound fun? Now, in her motion, asking for speedy trials, she did give the option and said the judge should give the option to anybody that does not want a speedy trial. They can remove themselves and we'll do their trial later on down the road. But for all those who are just wanting to go ahead and get it over with, let's lump them all together and let's do it then. So she gave Trump an out. And by doing so, also set a bit of a trap for him, right? Because the more people that go before Donald Trump's trial, the more people that get convicted before Donald Trump's trial, the more likely it will be that he himself will end up being convicted, right? It's unlikely that you're going to have 18 people getting convicted and then Trump goes to trial and gets acquitted. Not going to happen, especially considering the fact that these other individuals, especially the lawyers like Sidney Powell and Chesbro, they're going to throw Donald Trump under the bus. And Trump's going to try to throw them under the bus at his trial. But if they get the chance to do it first, put that on the record, it's going to destroy Donald Trump's ability to do the exact same thing. So again, she's setting a trap because Donald Trump is absolutely going to request that he be unjoined from these other 18 defendants so he can go later. Everybody else will go first. Everybody else will basically use up all the defenses that Donald Trump wanted to use or they'll counter those defenses, and Trump will be left with absolutely nothing. In a situation like this, you never want to be the last one to go. Honestly, being the first one to go is probably the best route, because you wait till the end, you're going to have everybody getting tired of this stuff. You're going to have a bunch of people already convicted. They're going to go ahead and assume you're guilty as hell, and you won't stand a chance. But that is what Donald Trump is likely to do. And there is a chance, by the way, that all of the other defendants, other than Powell and Chesbro, could say, we don't want the speedy trial. Because according to the U.S. Constitution, the right to a speedy trial lies with the defendant, not the plaintiff or the prosecution. So technically, what Fani Willis is doing here, she doesn't necessarily have the authority to do it. Like, she can't force the early trial on these people. She can request it, but she cannot force it, and the judge cannot force it on these people, which is why they do have that escape plan. But we'll see what happens. Again, this was just filed, yesterday, basically. So we'll see who wants to go first and who wants to wait and be screwed at the end. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.